Thank you all, gentlemen. We're honored by your presence here in town this week and at this event. And the people who had the most to do with this include our Parks and Recreation Department, its director Amy Teagarden, and Superintendent of Parks Maintenance, I see Rich Lynn back there. They worked very hard on this. Amy, would you come forward and share a few of your thoughts and words with us, please?
Well, I would like to extend my thanks to the Helena Public Arts Committee for their assistance with this project and helping to do proposals. They generated a lot of interest in proposals from the professional artist community. I'd like to extend our thanks to the artist Carol Poppengaw for her creatism and dedication to this project as well. And most of all, what I see important about this mural is that it provides a stronger connection from the Bandshell back to Veterans Memorial Park. And as we all value the recreation opportunities that we have, it's not without those freedoms that our veterans have fought for that allow us to have these recreational opportunities. So thank you, and it's just a joy to be able to dedicate this back to the Helena community.
Thank you, Amy. And Carol, please come forward. Carol is from Lewistown, Montana, which is in the exact geographic center of our fair state. She entered a competition along with a number of other distinguished artists from communities around the state, around the region, and with Amy's strong recommendation, the commission selected Carol's scheme for the painting of this Bandshell. It turned out beautiful.
Thank you. If I might say just a few words, it was a privilege and honor to be able to come to Helena and create this work here. And when it said in the prospectus to select Helena icons to present on the wall, not living in Helena, I had to think about what do I see, what do I think of when I think of Helena, and also what connection does it have to this park. And I think Amy touched on it very well when she talked about the recreational opportunities and the freedoms that we have is because of the veterans. But the icons that I selected, the fire tower to me represents community looking after community, neighbor looking after neighbor. The Capitol Dome represents we are a nation of law, and of course the military defends that for us against invaders and overseas. The cathedral for me represents the community of faith, of all faiths, not just any one particular one, not that particular cathedral, but all faiths. And that's the foundation, that community, and it makes a circle. It comes back again to that fire tower of community looking after community. And that brings it back to the fact that this is the Veterans Memorial Park, and it's neighbor again looking after neighbor, and that's what this initiative is about, is my opinion. And then the red, white, and blue arches was not something that was asked for in the prospectus. It was one of the targets to as a veterans park.
Thank you very much. Your creativity, and you seem to have captured the essence of Helena here, I guess is what I'm trying to say. We deeply appreciate it. Kids and adults will be enjoying this for years to come. Our city manager is here, and he's pretty much the guy who coordinates everything good that goes on in this town. Ron, would you like to?
Thank you, Mayor. Just a couple of quick words. I can't tell if it's the sun in my eyes that's putting a tear or just the gravity of what we've accomplished here. And, when I look at the mural, it represents our community and all that we stand for here, and the people that are within it supporting our military. We tie it to the memorial, and we have our defenders on either side. And I think if you'll look really hard, there's probably a periscope back there someplace representing the USS Helena. But, what I've heard from veterans, folks, they don't want to be forgotten. And I can tell you this community will not forget our veterans and all that they've done for our country. We support all our active military, And I'd like to think that what we represent here and with our memorial, that all the future kids that will serve in our military will also take note of the Bandshell, the memorial, and feel proud of what they can look forward to doing for our country. So thank you all for coming. I'm proud to be a part of the vision that was laid out 10 years ago, and I'm glad to have the opportunity to see it to its conclusion. So thank you.
Thank you, Ron. I'd also like to recognize Maren Olson, who's here from Congressman Denny Rehberg's office. Maren, thanks for coming down. Congressman Denny Rehberg's serving his 5th term, I believe. He's getting to be a senior member of House Appropriations Committee. He's been a good friend to the city of Helena over the years. And since Maren's here, I might as well talk just a little bit and tell you this was actually done with these so-called stimulus dollars. I gotta say that. $18,000. We felt it was a good investment in those monies into public art. And it matches perfectly what's going on across the street. You see a major project across the street that's supported primarily by a voter-approved bond in the neighborhood of $10 million several years ago. It's going to be Centennial Park, and it's going to have many features for kids and adults in town. Amy's been working hard on it for a couple of years. It happens to sit on top of Helena's second